How did you find a way to run from the city of the sun? You could have stayed, it's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. And I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice, raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New. Yeah.
Boom.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through color glass, time rolls on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shape my smile.
All right, today is October 17, 2025. It is exactly 5 a.m. I just finished edit everything that I recorded yesterday. So I have at least an hour to record a whole bunch of stuff. A lot of things have been going on. So let's get right to it. This is the first tweet. Sitting alongside Prince Harry to talk about men's mental health for November was a bucket list moment I won't forget. And I think I slightly covered this. I might put this on our Part of Pew service as well, but let's listen. 1 minute and 2 seconds. Screenshot.
When you start to understand the ripple effect that can have for so many others, kind of giving men and boys permission to talk about these things.
Men are talking. They're talking in ways that make sense to them, and the world is not listening.
Publicly, the amount of friends of mine, tough guys, the speed in which they felt permission to be able to open up to me was extraordinary.
I think there's almost a little bit of a misnomer when we say there's a loneliness epidemic, because I can tell you a lot of these guys online are lonely together.
Confusion for young men at the moment is there is a very strong narrative of what not to be. You ask 1,000 young men what they think about masculinity, and the vast majority of them are going to say, you mean toxic.
What the goal should be, and I believe what the goal is to encourage the conversation to become so normal that you can just have it with your mate.
I believe that we must have a way to meld the contemporary and traditional ideas of what it means to be a man. Talking to young men and saying, we're trying to work it out too. We're going to find a way together.
Yes, this is so needed right now, especially in the US, with the kind of mentality of men who's trying to turn the country upside down. Another thing that I was thinking is that Harry have repeated this in the UK when he said he wanted the conversation of mental health to be a normal conversation. Where did he say it? I forgot. I don't want to dwell too much on it. Maybe when I'm editing, I'll insert some.
It's necessarily beneficial to anybody, but you know, our mental health campaign, Heads Together, back in the UK, is a classic example of where we were able to bring together 8 charities within the mental health sector.
With your mic. I'm so sorry.
No worries, thank you. We were able to bring together 8 mental health charities that have been working in the sector for many, many, many years. But being able to bring them together and say, right, you guys have never sat around a table together and discussed the main issues. What we want to be able to do now is, through our foundation, create a platform in which your expertise and your experience is elevated. And therefore, you tell us what needs to be done around mental health within the UK and globally. And they said, if you can remove the stigma, that makes our life a lot easier. So that's exactly what we did. We tried to remove the stigma and tried to normalize the discussion around mental health.
But you might see this on our part of Pew Service as well. Okay, let me read some of the comments here. As a wife, a sister, and a mother, I think this is such an important conversation. Keep up the great work. You create a good conversation with him and the panel at large. There's the loving eyes. Definitely a pass the bucket moment for sure. This kind of conversation is needed. All the things that you are seeing going on globally, the unnecessary animosity, triggering war and all of this, these are men who's creating it, not women. Okay, some women help the men to do this type of things because they're standing behind them, because I don't know, they're supporting the men in their lives to create this kind of thing. But technically these things are started with men who have some issues. All right, this is great. Please share the link to the entire conversation. The comment section shows that a lot of people are mentally ill. Let's have this conversation regularly so we can help all these people. This is not normal behavior. So many negative, sick people in the world. Imagine coming to comment under a mental health topic just to spill bile. This is what I'm saying. All right, let's leave that alone. Let's move on. Next tweet. This has to do completely 360 from this, okay? Armani Fashion. That's when Harry and Meghan were in New York. Armani showing our faves love. They truly look so hot together, okay? So this is a screenshot from Armani, I guess, IG post. So the squad is sharing it, okay? Sometimes Harry looks so handsome. The house of Armani knows a good thing when they see it. Are the Rangers going to boycott Armani? Can they afford it? All right, next tweet. Now, we're moving on to Meghan. Emma and Meghan. This, I saw it. There's a couple tweets that's making reference to that video, okay? Duchess Meghan joined Emma Grede and other influential women at the table. Quote, a seat at the table. This dinner series is about making that energy ours, about women coming together to share openly, trade resources, and help each other get shit done. Emma Grede. Okay, so let's listen. It's only 5 seconds. It's not that long. Okay, so there's a music. Definitely I have to change it. This is so nice. And I think I came across a video where she's talking. I should put it right after. All right, let me read some of the comments. Oh, there she is here and here. Okay, women supporting women. 30 seconds. Let's listen.
Emma, you should
I can do it. You know I can do it.
I know you can.
Okay, so first things first, just a huge thank you to everyone who is in this room, because I will tell you, it is the most incredible group of women. There are women here that are building incredible businesses. There are those of you that are raising a lot of money, are trying to raise a lot of money, have tried to raise a lot of money, that are doing just the most extraordinary things. And between that, you're doing everything else.
Oh my goodness, I would love to hear more about this. Okay, there's no comment on this, but it was under this. Let's go back. Okay. Oh, that's me responding to it 10 hours ago. Salty Island is going to combust. Okay, they create their own table. That's me again. October is our month. There's the loving, there's the hot. Next tweet. I'm trying to hurry up because in about, I don't know, 50 something minutes, I have to wake up the kids. Okay, so this is another retweet. Again, I'm just gonna read the caption and some of the comment. I love seeing women supporting women. Emma Grede just posted this sweet video of the A seat at the table dinner in LA with Meghan in attendance. I wonder when this was taking place. So which means Meghan already left DC and everything. Yeah, everything is done. Quote, this dinner series is about women coming together to share openly, trade resources, and help each other get shit done. All right, I played the video already. There's that. Well, that's going to piss off the haters. And coming photos of Kate and 3-2. I love everything about this except bows. All can fold and can fold. Team Gossel here. Okay. All right. All women are visible and accessible to each other, not a giant candelabra in sight. If you know, you know. Pretty much the last time the UK had a huge dinner when Trump was over there, they black her with a candle thing, a huge thing on the table to black her face. Oh my God, these people are ridiculous. But this is what this is making reference to. Now that's a dinner queen. Did you see Emma's shoes? Holy cow, I will mortgage my house for those. Let's pause this. I spy bought from RHOBH, Nicole, wife of Netflix CEO sitting Ted Sorrento. Look at all this lovely joy in the room. Strong women are not afraid to be in the company or stand next to other strong women who knows their worth. The Meghan Sussex, officially Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, knows her worth just like the rest of the women at this meeting of minds. Okay, there's a I love seeing our princess living, laughing, and being loved by so many. Okay, we love to see it. We love to see it. Powerful women. All right. So if she then share it on her IG, I don't know. Maybe Meghan is gonna share it later on, her own version, or probably she will not even share it at all. All right. So there's another one here. All right, the same video. When they deprive you a seat at their table or make you feel unwelcome to show you are not one of their own, live and build a banquet to celebrate with those who appreciate your worth, not those who seek to deprive you of breath. Yep. Damn right. What is this says here? She probably wrote this. Meghan probably did this. Okay. No true words have been spoken. People who are smart and don't follow tabloid BS know Meghan's worth. They know how to interpret real, accurate result and data. They value her success, real, recognize real. Well said. That's an ad. Speak queen. Period. Yes. All right. Next tweet. Still about the table. Okay, there she is here. Meghan Sussex at the Sit at the Table event hosted by Emma Grede in LA. With as ever wine for the guests provided by Meghan. Love this friendship. Ah, very interesting. Look at the color tone. It seems like all of them have the same color tone on there. There's Meghan here. Okay, let's see if I could see. You know, I'll enlarge this. I don't want to bother my eyes where I cannot see, fight it to read it. Okay, so that's that. Pause your screen and read it. I'll enlarge it for you. Brilliantly perfection, wondrously appreciated. There's that GIF. Not you, it's a friendship. I love Meghan and I fight for her. Emma, I'm not at all sure about, but Meghan is a professional making connection. She knows what she is doing. Still, there's that. When Emma had Meghan at her podcast, trolls did their usual by leaving nasty comment in the comment section. Successful women like Emma have common sense to know a hate campaign when she sees it. Imagine if people really care about nasty comment to determine, friendship with Meghan. Both outfits are lovely. Who Peg? She wants to do all the talking. What? She wants to do all the talking? Poo Peg? What does that mean? I don't understand. Okay, as usual, Meghan Markle looks dreadful and no one appears to be drinking her. Oh, God. Okay, let's black these. There they are. They come here. Okay. I'm so happy Meghan has found her support and friendship. Let's pause this. I don't get flagged. Okay, friendship. I just wish the British media would stop their bullying stories. Wonder if she will call her dying. Oh, okay. Let's leave that alone. The father is somewhere in Asia. Okay, so there's that here. Emma Grede and Meghan Sussex at the Sit at the Table Dinner LA. So there's more of this. Oh, there's another version of that. Let me pause and add this. This I will add. Oh, I didn't even pause. Okay, two CEOs looking powerfully sexy. Seeing Meghan happy and thriving is so beautiful to see. What did they do to bury her? But they forgot that she was a seed. All right, 5 seconds. I didn't even see it was 5 seconds. Okay, so there's a music. I just muted so I don't get flagged. All right, Meghan has a sexy, feminine, boss woman vibe to her that I love. So happy she's in this era. Emma's shoes are making my credit card twitch. Oh, wow. Very interesting. Look at Meghan's one too. It's very pointy. Oh my goodness. So beautiful to see. Next tweet. Okay, more pictures. Beautiful women. There's that. Emma Grede and Meghan Sussex. Beautiful, strong, and intelligent women. They both look stunning. The chick in the orange, yes, of course. Why does she pull her sleeve up like this? It looks crazy. Okay. Let me pause and... Alright, so that's my response to it. Because she's the one wearing it, and that's the way she chose to style it. You sound crazy for saying your BS. Let's reply and then black. And go to the next tweet. Alright, let's go to the next tweet. They want to control, and I just don't understand these people. Next one. Okay, so there's that again. Emma and Meghan are so sweet. 14 seconds.
Pick up the phone to her and say, hi, so thank you. Now listen, everybody should really know that I started these dinners for a very, very special and particular reason, and I've said it so many times. Pick up the phone to her and say...
I would love to listen to more of it. Seated on the other side of Meghan is Nicole Avant, whose husband is Ted Sarandos, Netflix CEO. Her late father, Clarence Avant, was known as the Black Godfather of Hollywood, and she served as the U.S. ambassador to the Bahamas. Very good to know. The haters will lose her head over this. Okay, their head. The haters will lose their head over this. They were sure Emma hated Meghan. Really? See, I would not know because I don't follow these people. Where can we find this? I would love to know. Let's pause that. Great moves. 2 queens. There's the heart. I wonder how much their outfit cost. All right, next tweet. Next tweet. Repost from Emma Grede Instagram account. Click link to see the rest of the pictures. All right, so there's that. Come on. So that was from her account. Okay. A Sit at the Table, Los Angeles. In a city built on big dreams and even bigger ambition, one truth remains: success is never built alone. For too long, we've watched how men and business have mastered this, making deals over dinner, sharing opportunities over a game, and opening doors for one another in rooms we can't always see. This dinner series is about making that energy ours. about women coming together to share openly, trade resources, and help each other get shit done. Because when women choose to collaborate, to champion each other, and to speak honestly about the highs and the hard parts, we don't just change our own stories, we change what's possible for every woman who follows. As I'm reading this, one of the things that crossed my mind, my third YouTube channel, Output of Pew Service. When I look into some of those organizations, especially the ones in Africa, which one is that? I'm looking at the logo. What's the name of it? Just look at the screen. One of the things when I was reading some of their background, what they stand for, and things like that, trying to highlight the organization Harry and Meghan are supporting. Oh my God, there's so much. I have a list. I need to continue. But anyway, that particular organization and some other African organization, one of the things they always say is that when they help women, girls, after they get whatever the education, the help that they needed, these women usually go back to their communities and help others. So this is what I'm getting from that, for some reason. Okay, here's to more seat, more voices. All right, let's see here. Okay, right here. Here's to more seat, more voices, and more women leading, building, and owning their power. A heartfelt thank you to Kelly Wessler for opening up her stunning home and hosting us. The setting made the night feel even more special. Thank you. She tagged some people, a couple others from Google, Shop with Google, for bringing this night to life, and to everyone who made it magic. Plant-based dinner by, there's that, Camilla Marcus, wine by, she tagged As Ever Official and Meghan, styling, there's all of that, glam, there's all of this. She tagged all the people who helped contribute to it. Okay, I love that they've all contributed something to the occasion. Great idea. Everyone literally brings something to the table. Yep, exactly. That's exactly that. Next tweet. Meghan is rolling, she's nonstop. She got her foot on the gas. Be careful, you might miss her by getting involved in other folks' business instead of staying focused on what she and her husband are bringing to the table, as ever. There's a picture of it. There they are here. You know what I like about it? All shades of people on the table. I look at the candle, I'm thinking of that comment. They don't have any chandelier to black people's face. Okay, so there's that image again. There's the shoes. Oh my goodness. I absolutely love her pantsuit. The color is perfect. It seems like all of them have almost the same tone, vibe, color clothing. Well, this is dark. This is a little bit more toward the reddish, but still in the same tone. Okay, what they bring to the table leaves plenty of room for others. I think Meghan is laser focused on her and her husband's foundation. Trust me on that. But she is also a girl, so she will show up for them if needed. She is not new to that. Don't get restricted with nonsense. I think this was a take for her Christmas special on Netflix. Very interesting. We'll see. Well, I don't think so, because it wasn't her who set up this thing. It was Emma. So I don't think she'll bring her personal thing into that circle. I don't think so. But anyway, let's get back to the original recording. Okay, said you know who won't be able to copy this. 100% bullseye. There's all these emojis. They both look immaculate. Last time I looked, she was bringing running gem to table. Right, she is living her life. She is thriving. It is beautiful to see her living and thrive. The royal family thought she was coming there to be a told what to do slave. I just know they're all drinking a Chris as ever by Meghan wine. I wish she would do something for young girls with the Williams sisters. There's some comments here. I mean, things have to be aligned. They have to have a common ground somewhere. And sometimes if you're forcing something, it may not come the way that you will want it to be. There has to be some common ground, same interests. Maybe she would or maybe she won't. She got a lot on her plate. Too much expectation on her though. She is just one person. Who else is doing that right now? Do you know? All right. She's doing something for young girls in Nigeria in the education space, and also doing dangers of social media through the Parents Network with Archwell Foundation. I'm telling you, whew, we just need to support her. Whatever she feels like she wants to do, that's because it's aligned with her. She took her time to think about it. Okay, so that's JTB here, 4 minutes and 13 seconds. Emma Grede's sit at the table dinner wasn't about exclusivity. It was about legacy. Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, joined a powerhouse circle of women shaping culture, business, and beauty. When women lead together, the world shifts. And if you, let's say some of us, we're not following some of these women on social media, we will not know this type of soft life is happening, because the media is so focused on getting your blood boil, anger with negativity. You will never know that these are happening. And there's other things where other people with different interests who are within politics, who's doing other work as well, who's pushing back with politics, and some with social media as well. You will not hear it because the Trump administration sort of grab or hijack, that's the word I was looking for, hijack mainstream media to bombard people with negativity. But meanwhile, there are some good things that's going on in the background. People are fighting back. And there's some videos that I'm seeing where people are start saying those ICE agents who's arresting people without any due process, they're saying you better start lawyering up, because the things that you guys are doing are unethical. And just because Trump is in power, that doesn't mean he's gonna be there forever. He already got his immunity for doing some of the things that he's telling those other people to do. Okay, so people are fighting back. All right, so let's see here, 4 minutes and 13 seconds. Let's listen.
Emma Grede didn't just host a dinner. She hosted a summit. A seat at the table in Los Angeles was more than a soiree. It was a recalibration of power. Women who lead, create, and redefine culture gathered in one room to do what men have done for decades: open doors for one another. At the center of it all, Emma Grede, the visionary CEO behind Good American, founding partner of Skims, and the quiet architect behind inclusive luxury. She's a woman who doesn't wait for permission. She builds empires. And standing beside her, Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, philanthropist, producer, and global advocate for women and mental health. Meghan's presence alone carries symbolism. She's the modern embodiment of grace meeting grit. A reminder that soft power can still shake the establishment. Then there's Bozoma St. John, marketing icon, former CMO of Netflix and Endeavor, a woman who walks into every room like she owns the air in it. Aurora James, founder of Brother Valise and the 15% Pledge, rewriting what ethical fashion looks like. Kelly Wearstler, design powerhouse, whose fingerprints are on some of the most luxurious interiors in the world. Maria Sharapova, athlete turned entrepreneur, proof that reinvention is the ultimate flex.
I never really had any positive or negative opinion about Sharapova. But recently, I'm not 100% sure, I think I highlighted her in one of my videos when she was being inducted into the Tennis Hall of Fame. How do they call it? International something Tennis Hall of Fame. And the person that she wanted to introduce her to the stage was Serena Williams. It's not because it's Serena Williams that I sort of gravitate toward her now, Sharapova, but the fact that the fierce competitiveness that she had against Serena, but yet she felt like this is the only person that should introduce her. So I have a great respect for her for doing that. And there's many more to it. Okay? This lady here, was it Rachel Zoe, I think she is? When I used to have cable, for some reason, I used to watch her show. Is it VH1? What channel she used to be? I used to watch her show. Her husband, and I think she has, I don't know if she has more kids now, but at that time, she had one child. Now I'm curious to find out. She has a boy. Let me go look. Okay, so there she is here. Okay, so now she has two. Okay, I don't want to go too much into it. I could look by myself to see when the second one was born. But at the time when I used to watch her, she had one child. I used to, this is my stupid opinion, okay? I used to have question mark about her husband. I don't know why. I'm not gonna, you know what? I'll cut this out. Let's continue before I put myself in trouble here.
Rachel Zoe, the original fashion whisperer turned business mogul. Nicole Avant, producer, philanthropist, and former U.S. ambassador who embodies diplomacy and dignity. Kristen Noel Crowley, founder of KNC Beauty, who made clean beauty sexy and powerful. Tina Chen Craig, creator of You Beauty, who turned skincare science into art. Lucy Guo, tech founder and investor, bringing Silicon Valley energy into female-led spaces. Yvonne Orji, actress, comedian, and author.
What's her last name? Orji? Okay, let's continue. Sorry.
Reminding us that brilliance and humor are their own kind of power. Chriselle Lim, digital pioneer and founder of Fleur, who made influencer entrepreneurship aspirational. Stephanie Horton, e-commerce innovator and global marketing exec for Google Shopping. Safat Haider, founder of Array, who turned holistic wellness into modern luxury. Roddy Devlukia, wellness leader and author, representing mindful living and self-mastery. Denisa Merricks, beauty artist and founder of her namesake brand, who built her company from the ground up and redefined creativity in cosmetics. Kristen Juszczyk, designer whose custom NFL looks turned stadium tunnels into fashion runways. Jasmine Hekmat, founder of Cult Gaia, the woman who gave us sculptural femininity. Elsa Hosk, top model and designer, whose quiet confidence speaks volumes. Every corner of that dinner table was excellence personified. Fashion, tech, wellness, sports, philanthropy. Every industry represented by a woman who commands it. And through it all, Emma Grede's message rang clear. For far too long, men have been making deals behind closed doors. But now, women are doing it in plain sight and doing it beautifully.
And majority of the men, let me change my wording here, not legally. Yeah, they have to establish their business legally in order for them to operate. I think the word that I was looking for was fair. To do, good and services exchange, get certain deals. Sometimes they don't do it fairly. That's the word, fairly. They sometimes try to undermine or undercut certain things to shift the balance to not balance of power, but something to benefit them. All right, so I think the word I was looking for was fair. Okay, let's get back to the original recording. Who do business, they don't usually do it legally. They want the law, or they want to shift or tip the balance of scale to their advantage. Majority of them don't do it legally. They have to do some things illegally to get what they want. And when they don't get what they want, they mess it up. All right? And anyway, let's continue.
This wasn't a networking event. It was a movement. Soft power meeting strategy over candlelight.
Just like I was saying a few minutes ago, it's a soft power. Well, I didn't use power. What word did I use a few minutes ago? That was going on in the background, despite the fact that the media is showing us those barbaric things that's going on. And I'm glad he's highlighting all of these people because I have no idea who they are. And pretty much he sums up everything. And the other thing as well, the moment I saw the video, I love the diversity on the table. Okay? Can you imagine if a country, let's say like the US, were able to work that way? It used to, but some people want division. So when there's division, there's chaos. So if the diversity of things were to cherish and honest, can you imagine how far the country would have been? But let's continue.
Wine was from as ever. Every detail was intentional. Every woman radiant. Because when women collaborate, the conversation shifts from access to ownership. This wasn't about getting a seat. It was about building the table, pulling up more chairs, and passing the mic. And if this night proved anything, is that the future isn't only female, it's fearless.
I don't know if this is the first time she's doing it. Hopefully it will be an annual thing and more women will be added. That would be nice. I love this post. Well done, sweetie. Thank you. There's more here. Power in every seat. The Lord has already prepared victory. It's sealed. A table prepared in the presence of your enemies. They look on but can't touch you. For God is your shield, protector, provider, and comforter. The Lord anoints your head with oil. Your cup overflow. Peace. I love this prayer. Let me retweet it. Okay, what an enigmatic review of this event. JTB, I hope someday you get to work as a review columnist for a top fashion magazine. You got great vocab skills and eye for details. Thank you for this review. I think so too. Yeah, he did pretty well with this. All right, there's this to the sit at the table, boss lady in Los Angeles. Bravo, ladies. Thank you for this post. It helps contextualize the moment. Emma's not my taste, but her power play is unmatched. In which regard, her energy and tenacity is like Kris Jenner. Very interesting. I'm only aware of her when Meghan went to her podcast. I still don't know much about her. What she delivers here is a peerless opportunity for these incredible women to take up space. Bravo her. Okay, thank you. Lovely to be introduced to all these amazing women. Meghan is an excellent company there. So much female success, intent, and influence all in one setting. I'm so pleased for her. Thank you. I'm so pleased that you told us about the guests. Yeah. Great post. Love how you gave each guest their flowers. Dang, you said it, bro. Power dinner. There's all of that. Let's go to the next tweet. All right. I might either continue and then turn it into different videos. Okay. British media when cleaning up for the other couple after video that shows their real situation go viral. Quote, he lovingly adjusts. Okay, so that should have been a little bit further. I think that has to do with, with the left behinders. Since I have it here, let me just, let me pause for a second. Okay, so I switched some stuff over. This might be a new video.